Well, it's time. Motor's got to come off. We got brand new transom going on. 2 brand new Suzukis. We're here at Dave's shop. I'm lucky enough to have a buddy that has a big ass shop for me to utilize. I'm working the shade today. Sorry about the lousy video. I forgot my cameras at the house, so we're going to be doing this by cell phone today. But we're going to break the motors down, get them off the boat, get the bracket off the boat, and it's heading to Hayes. Get a new transom put on. Right here is the shift linkage. Right here is the throttle linkage. And you got your oil lines. And you got your fuel line that goes in. Besides that, that's all there is. A couple wires on the other side, but you're not going to be able to see. I'll show you on the starboard side motor. You have your starter wires, your power wire. Besides that, all we're going to do, take this off, run them out the pipe, and then get over to the starter side and take the battery wires off. And that'll be that. Alright. God, this video is horrible. So, shifter linkage, take it out, put the nut back on. Throttle linkage, take it out, put the nut back on. This right here is where you undo for the housing on them. Flip it back like that. Come around, and these just pop out. Be careful, there's bushings in there. And you don't want to lose these little bushings. Just put the bushings back in and close your housing back up. And then run it through the tube. Alright. So on the starboard side of the motor, you're going to have, that is the pressure that puts air pressure out to your 2-stroke oil tank, and which back feeds it into the other side on your reservoir. Right above that, there's a bolt right there. That's for your ground. All these wires right here are color coded to your harness. This right here is the main harness hookup. Right there. The center bolt goes to the starter wire, which goes to your hot from your battery, negative from the battery, your vacuum pressure to your 2-stroke tank, oil tank. I don't know the exact name of it. These are to the tilt and trim, and I do believe this one goes to the tilt and trim. Besides that, she's completely undone, and yeah, pretty simple. That's your oil pump, all your individual oil lines going throughout the motor, and that's about it. We got to take the steering off, which is pretty self-explanatory. Unbolt it. I do like to put everything back in because someone will be buying these motors, and I want everything in place. So when you take all your cowlings and everything apart, put your bolts back. So same thing as over here. Undid it, put all your nuts and bolts back so that they're there for the next guy to use. This is your oil tank. This is where your line goes in. So line goes in the T side, not the bottom. That's a vent. Sorry, but like I said, sorry about the video here. I forgot my cameras at home. So now we're going to take the hydraulic lines off. Be prepared for hydraulic fluid to go everywhere. I don't really know how to prevent that. We're just going to put a rag on them and plug it up and remove the steering. And then we got the 4 bolts, which the 2 bottom ones I have to access through the bracket, which whatever, that's not too bad. And then thankfully I forgot my engine lift. There's a piece that goes on the top right here, bolts onto the flywheel, and you lift the motors off. Thankfully I am in a machine shop and they are making me one, because the last one they made me is sitting on the workbench at my house. But yeah, that's it. So we're gonna get the steering off, get the rams off, connector rod, hydraulic lines, the ram, and then we'll be lifting them off. So yeah, that's that. I'll give you a tour of the shop later. He makes as you can see, those are the pumps in Louisiana and Alabama that pump the water out when it floods from hurricane. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below and I'll help you out the best I can. Have you ever seen inside a bracket? She's gonna get powder coated, cleaned up, repowder coated. So that's that. Couldn't do a lot of videoing because I had to help him, but she's off. See, the 5200 did its job. We had to crowbar it off of there. So I gotta set this down, put them on the pallet, and we'll get back with you. All right, there it is. Those are off. Looks bad powered up like that, but it's not. And now we got this bracket all the way across there, and I do believe they're about, I don't know, 10 more, or not more than that, inside, on the bottom, all over. 5200 holding it all. I can tell you right now, with the motors completely unbolted and the forklift lifting them and the pry bar, the 5200 held them on pretty darn good. But we're gonna get this bracket off. We're gonna get her all cleaned up, and yeah, transom's next. Thanks for watching, guys. We're well, if I take this bracket off, we're gonna continue this video, so we'll see what happens here. All right, not gonna lie, didn't get the bracket off today, but that's all right. I can get the bracket at home. I don't need to lift to do the bracket. I'm gonna get moved out of here and hook back up to the truck and back home. That right there is the pump they use to pump out the floodwaters in Louisiana. And there's a littler one. All right. Good to go, just like that. That's what happens when you have good friends. Boy, Dave's shop made this a hell of a lot easier today. I would have fought it if it wouldn't been for him. You guys are in Central Florida, need a badass crane service, check out Heartland Crane. I do believe that's the name of it. But for now, we'll be done with this point of the video and move on to the next process. Good people. Good people here.